Protests have been popping up all around the world since Officer Darren Wilson was not indicted, followed by an officer in New York City who choked a man who also was not held accountable. Tonight, protesters gathered in downtown New Haven. News 8's Josh Scheinblum is live in the New Haven newsroom with more. Josh, what do these protesters want to see done?
Aaron, at its most basic level, protesters said that they want these killings to stop, and especially they said that they want to have better relations with members of law enforcement. But there was another purpose for today's rally, and that was to get people talking about what's unfolding across the country in the wake of recent grand jury decisions not to indict members of law enforcement involved in the controversial deaths of two African-American men. The protest kicked off around 3 o'clock this afternoon at the steps of City Hall in New Haven. It was well attended with what looked to be about at least a couple hundred people. Protesters carried signs and chanted the phrase "Black Lives Matter" repeatedly during the event. But what was taking place here, organizers say, is part of a much larger movement that's going on all over the country.
Right now. It's a really dark time right now for the American justice system, and it's extremely important that we bring the community together to try to get through this. We got to bring some light to the situation, even though it's very dim.
Some of them, but I wanted to give one a chance.
Organized by the NAACP, and they called it the Journey for Justice. Coming up tonight at 10 and 11 on News 8, we'll tell you what those who attended the event told us they're planning to do moving forward. In the New Haven newsroom, Josh Scheinblum, News 8.
All right.